colors, and using those same underglazes under a shiny glaze. And these cracks, I keep all pieces so that I can practice with them. And then with the stampers that I showed you, I made the mark in the clay and then just did a glaze on top to see how it would fall in there. Michelle and I were joking about this. One of the stampers has a little deep curve, and I just think rice would get stuck in there and it would drive me nuts. So here's some examples of the chalices. So they wouldn't have 4 on them if I was doing it for real, but I like the idea of having a panel and the symbols which speak to things. So Sankofa, learn from the past, charismatic leadership, and independence, servant leadership, things like that. So I feel like, I don't know if you guys know about those water studies where if you put happiness on your water bottle, it means that the water is then charged with that and it brings it into your body. And so it's that type of idea that I have. And so we have I tried to do the kente cloth pattern on here. And kente will have a couple of different panels that together will mean some story or some sort of a principle that's valued. And so I have the idea of stacking the plates, a bowl, a small serving plate like this, a dinner plate, and all together that they would be that kente cloth with the different symbols. And then another Ankara plate. This one was one of my favorites. So doing kind of like a batik or a tie-dye, and then the symbol. And a lot of my things have, I call them peekaboos, if you see the bottoms. Little things underneath. And so just lastly, with the loosey-goosey, so I was like, I'm gonna do a loose mark. I'm just gonna, that's what my mentor said, right? And I was like, okay, I'm gonna shake this up. I'm talking to Lena, I'm like, I'm gonna shake up this black underglaze. And the cap wasn't on. And this came out. so it came out, so I was like, loosey-goosey is not for me, Corvid Pollock plate. But it's somehow really beautiful, so loosey-goosey, I'll try. I'll try more. And then one last thing, this is a hand-built square plate, which was another attempt at a batik type of thing. Wow. And then the back, which is matte. Yeah, so these are them. Yeah.
One of the early slides you talked about gold and opalescent luster. What's the significance of that? I mean, you made a real point of saying you were doing.
Yeah, that would be another firing. Gold is really important in Ashanti culture, also in Guyana, because we produce a lot of gold. And it's a mark of status, as it is here, but in slightly different ways. So the very specific types of shapes and how you wear it, weddings or royal events will have head to toe this bright orange gold. And Guyana has orange gold too, so children are, first earrings are pure gold, 24 karat, type of a thing. So I wanted to put on the best ones, gold that accents the designs. But since these are still practice level, I'm holding off on that because it's expensive. Yeah.
Thanks.
Did I answer everything with all my words?
And when we come closer to look at them, is it okay if we pick them up?
Pick them up,
see the
flip
bottom
them,
and-
touch them. Some are matte and you can feel the texture of the clay. Some are shiny. This is another favorite one. I feel like this came out perfect to how I imagined. And I adapted the pattern, which you saw on the screen, to fit the plate. And some of them aren't smoothed out on the bottom just because I thought I got them, but I didn't. But it's okay. So yeah, I welcome you to.
Can I just say something before? I was feeling passion tears listening to you. Yeah. I want everyone to know that your work with us, your accompaniment, has so enriched the work of John Brown Lives. And when you come this summer and experience the Harriet Tubman statue and the programming that will be going on all summer and through September, Chantal has been the sort of the artist, the potter, the ceramist, the choreographer, and fused it all with her beautiful spirit and intelligence and heart. So I am so grateful to you for all that you've brought to John Brown Lives, for being our fellow, and to Michelle and Craig Arden for this partnership again in our 3rd year.
Yeah.
So thank you so very much.
Amen.
Amen.
Feel free.